The women of classical China, though different in background, disposition, and generation, shared a very powerful but common outlet. That outlet is called poetry. Through their poems, they spoke about their world to those around them, and to those that listened, this is what they heard. As is true with any other ancient society, these writers could not include everyone. Not every woman, or even every person at that, was privileged to the ability of writing, or the liberties of poetry. Thus, only certain classes and groups of women have been able to preserve their stories. So who would be included in these groups? There is a common understanding when it comes to written language. With power comes understanding. So those with power, or those associated to those with power, gain that understanding. In the case of women, it can involve roles in the royal court or association with prominent families. As is common with most other forms of art, there are many styles available for the poems written. They also tell the story of the women, some even of shocking events. Take for example Kaiyan. In her poem, 18 Songs of a Nomad Flute, she writes of her family's demise and regaining a family honor. Let's look at a couple lines from the poem. In Kaiyan's description, we see her put to shame twice, first with her recapture, and second with her forced remarry. She also describes the nomadic lifestyle of these barbarians who were described as savages. This demonstrates two things. One, the lack of power of women, and two, the treatment of women by outsiders, where we see Kaiyan is forced into a second remarriage after seeing the ruin of her family. That was a poet from a powerful family. How about the imperialist poet, or a poet from the royalty? Let's look at the poet by the name of Empress Wu, maybe one of the most important figures in the improvement of the womanly plight.